Greetings, YouTube. I apologize to those of you who I told in 2022 I'd make this video, and now it's 2023, and I was just thinking, man, I never made that video, did I? So, I love the buff to the Catalyst store. I think it is one of the most historically significant changes. For my 2 cents, and I realize that's not much to some people, I think that the prices and the unlimited availability of Tier 4 Basic for starters. The Tier 1 Alpha are still too much. Tier 4 Basic have been like Tier 2 Alpha versus Tier 5 Basic. I think Tier 1 Alpha literally could be 5 units. Kabam would never do that, but the fact that there's only a 5-unit difference, ironically, between the two is crazy. And yes, it'd be nice to have these as Tier 4 class Catalyst selectors, but they want to fuel that need in other places, from Battlegrounds trophy tokens to daily Cavalier specials. But in general, this has been such a game changer that it's made me realize more than ever, going back to when this was implemented in 2022, how much Kabam desperately needs to revamp the arenas that are special resource driven. Now, don't get me wrong, I think where they are for Tier 1 Alpha and Tier 4 Basic for Conqueror players, maybe even Uncollected, I don't know, is fine, you know? But this is still priced as if these things are crazy rare, and they're now 20 units. So I'm sure for most people who don't have an arena addiction like me, you just don't do this, right? You just skip it. And I'm sure that's a great decision for your mental health and maybe even your resources. But because I'm used to doing it, and I've gotten to the point now where I anticipate with Ascension that I'm probably going to need it to rank up my best 4 stars to max, I've been using Tier 4 Basic pretty dang often to take 4 stars to rank 5, because you need 8 Tier 5 Basic, I think, to take a rank 3 to a rank 5. It's pretty costly. But because of that, the irony is, if you literally just went to 500,000 points, you can look at these 20 units as a bonus Tier 4 Basic, because that's how much it costs for certain progression levels, obviously at the top, of a Tier 4 Basic. So the question is, what should we do with these arenas now? How should Kabam evolve them? Should they just get rid of them entirely? I don't think so. Now, they used to cost 10,000 battle chips, so at least they got rid of that. And they also, threw in an extra catalyst. I think it used to be, was it just 1.1 million that it used to go to? And then they added the next milestone. But this should now be a Tier 5 Basic arena with Tier 4 Basic as milestones. I think there's an argument that for 2 million points, you should get at least half of a Tier 5 Basic and at least 4 Tier 4 Basic along the way, along with the usual suspects of units and battle chips. This should be a Tier 4 Basic at 250,000. That's worth 20 units. This should be another one. And then this should be maybe 25% of a Tier 5 Basic and one of those. This should be one of those and maybe 50% of a Tier 5 Basic. I don't think that's a crazy thing to state, but it's radically different than what we're seeing right now. And if Kabam wants people to be more invested in these arenas, especially because 7 stars are right around the corner, which I anticipate will definitely not involve, maybe at rank 1, but maybe not. I mean, there's been a history of 5 stars, and now 5 stars to 6 stars, where, it's worth noting, when you talk about a 6 star from rank 1 to rank 2, and that is, a pretty important rank up. You have Tier 4 Basic at first, right? But then once you get to rank 2s, you don't have them anymore. They're cut off. So I anticipate Tier 5 Basic will probably be essential at the ground floor of ranking up 7 stars from rank 1 to rank 2. But after that, I think it's going to be Tier 6 Basic only. And who knows, maybe it'll only be Tier 5 Basic, period. because of that, I don't think as the game evolves to 7 stars, there's going to be some kind of fear of the economy of the game shifting too much to have Tier 5 Basic as the arena with Tier 4 Basic thrown in as milestones. And because it's pointless right now, this is how I think I'd buff it. So, agree, disagree? How would you buff it? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, thanks for watching.